If I haven't broken the law, you have no authority over me. You've illegally detained me now for about 10 minutes.
Out on a public sidewalk, a man was simply filming when an officer decided to push for identification he had no right to ask for. But instead of giving in, the cameraman stood firm, refused to hand over ID, and made the officer back down. In the end, the only thing left was the walk of shame.
Can I talk to you over here? Can we just talk over here?
What's wrong with talking to me here?
I just want to talk to you in front of my car where we're not in front of the entrance and we can just have a little peaceful conversation. That's all I want. All right? Go ahead and walk.
I prefer you in front of me.
No, I'm not going to walk in front of you, sir. That's officer safety reasons. We can walk that way. Walk towards my car.
You're making me walk backwards, guys.
Sir, I'm not making you walk backwards. You're walking backwards yourself.
Well, I got to keep you on camera. So
okay. You can keep me on camera. I just want to talk to you. That's all I want to do.
I don't appreciate being on the camera without my permission. That's against
How far am I being detained?
No, we're gonna.
Am I being detained?
Sir, you're being detained right now just for trying to figure out what's going on here. That's all I'm trying to do. Is we got called? There's a verbal disturbance here.
Could you back up just a little bit?
No, sir. We're gonna walk back here.
6 feet, please.
We're gonna walk back in front of my car.
Out on a public sidewalk, a man was peacefully filming minding his own business when an officer approached and immediately tried to control the situation, asking him to move and pushing for identification. Even though there was no sign of any crime, the man stayed calm, kept recording, and simply asked one question: am I being detained?
Front of my car.
So I'm being detained?
You are being detained, yes, sir.
For what crime?
There is a verbal disturbance here. That's all I need to investigate. All right?
Verbal disturbance?
Yes, sir. I need your driver's license or an ID card.
What's going to happen to me if I don't give you my documents?
I have to know who you are so I can trespass you if required. So that's all I need to know.
Verbal disturbance is a crime.
Sir.
So I'm being accused of a crime.
You are not being accused of a crime. That's what I'm trying to explain.
Detained?
Because there was a verbal disturbance. All right, we're not going to go down this route.
Verbal disturbance.
We're not going to go down this route. All right, we're just going to have a conversation.
What route are we not going to go down?
Gosh, sir, can you just listen to me?
Are you becoming frustrated?
Are you becoming frustrated?
No, sir. I just want to know my rights.
Do you really want to go down this route? That's what I'm trying to find.
I would just like to know what my rights are in this situation.
Just like all your rights everywhere else. You're in America. You have all your rights.
You have a name and badge number?
It's right here. My name's right there.
Your name is right here?
Right there. It's on. You can put it on camera. I don't care, sir. I need to know
his camera. Is your camera activated right now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, make sure it's on.
It's been on this entire time.
It's covering your name.
You can have my card. I do not care, sir. I need to.
The officer claimed there was a verbal disturbance, but could not explain what actually happened or what law was broken. Still, he insisted on getting identification, saying he needed it for his investigation, while the cameraman stood firm, questioning why his identity was needed when no crime had been committed.
M3rd.
Say again?
Yes, sir. M3rd. All right. I just need to know who you are so that I can figure all this out. Then we can go about our merry way. That's all I need to figure out.
Okay, who has complained against me?
Multiple people, along with the post office. So
do you have their names?
I don't, because I'm not sitting in front of my computer. I need to know your name. What is your name?
Why do you need to know my name?
So if I have to trespass you, I need to know who I'm trespassing. It's kind of hard to trespass an unknown person, isn't it?
So I'm being detained right now.
Who are you?
I'm being detained right now for filming. Because it's all on. So there was no verbal disturbance.
That's what I'm getting told. There was a verbal disturbance, citizen dispute. That is what I'm here for.
I've got it all on video. There was no verbal disturbance.
Well, that's what I'm here for. I don't know because I've been talking to you since I got here. Correct?
Okay.
Correct?
Am I being accused of a crime?
Sir, I need to figure out what's going on. I need to identify who you are and who everybody else is involved in this whole thing.
I don't understand why you need to know who I am to decide whether there was a crime being committed.
Gosh. Sir, what's your name?
Can you just de-escalate a little bit?
I am de-escalating. I am not
riled up. Looks like you're getting very frustrated.
Well, tell me who you are.
Well, I don't want to give you up my Fourth Amendment rights.
You're not giving up your Fourth Amendment rights.
Unless you're going to threaten me with arrest, I'm not going to volunteer any information to you.
Sir, who are you?
Again, unless you threaten me with arrest, I'm not going to identify.
What is your name?
Again, what will happen to me if I do not give you my identity?
If there's a crime, then I'm going to charge you with multiple crimes.
If there's a crime?
If there was a crime that was committed, or if you're trespassing, or anything like that, then I'm going to charge you with obstruction.
Okay. Well, until you tell...
And delaying and interfering with my investigation. That is what I'm going to charge you with. It's just like if you were driving down the roadway and you do not provide a driver's license or ID card to prove who you are.
Can we get a supervisor here, please?
I have 2 other deputies here.
Okay.
I don't need a supervisor.
Talk to a supervisor.
Why do you need to talk to a supervisor?
Because I don't believe you know the law.
Okay.
And you're not respecting my constitutional rights.
I am here to do a job, right? And I got called here lawfully and told that there was a citizen dispute and a verbal disturbance.
And I told you that I don't...
And I am not here to argue with you about the verbal disturbance. I need to know who's identified on what crimes and what stuff so I can investigate what's going on.
Okay, for the third time,
and then I
would like to talk to a supervisor, please.
What's your first name?
As the conversation continued, the officer became more frustrated, repeating the same demands. While avoiding clear answers, the man explained that he was not required to provide ID without legal justification, and that his rights under the Constitution protected him from unlawful detention and demands.
You call me good citizen.
I'm not going to call you a good citizen. I want to talk to you like a human being. I want to know your name. That way I can talk to you.
Sir is fine.
Since you're not going to give up your name or anything like that, you are delaying my investigation, just so you're aware. I just want you to be aware. That's all I want.
Well, I just want you to be aware that I'm not going to give you my ID unless you threaten to arrest me. I don't want to go to jail.
Why would I threaten to arrest you? I'm not going to threaten to arrest you. I'm just going to arrest you if I have a crime or something. You realize that, right? I'm not going to threaten to arrest you.
I want to give you my ID if you're going to arrest me. If it can stop me from being arrested, if giving you my ID stops me from going to jail, then I'm going to give you my ID.
Well, that'd be nice.
Okay, but if I don't have to give you my ID, I don't want to give you my ID.
The officer then tried to escalate by mentioning possible charges like obstruction and interference. But even then, he admitted there was no confirmed crime. The cameraman remained steady, pointing out that standing on public property and filming is not illegal and cannot be turned into a crime just based on suspicion.
You're the public servant here. You're the one supposed to identify, not the public. Well, you're not our master. You're not our master.
I'm not saying I'm your master.
Stop acting like it.
Why are you going down this route? What is behind all this? Like, why are you trying to do this? What is your purpose right now?
Well, right now I'm just standing up for my Fourth Amendment rights, and you don't seem to like that. It irritates you.
It doesn't irritate me.
Sure it does.
I love the Constitution.
You don't have a right to know who I am. If I haven't broken the law, you have no authority over me. You've illegally detained me now for about 10 minutes.
Okay. If you would like to leave, you can leave.
Well, you just told me I was detained.
Yeah, well, this crime was occurring.
If I'm free to leave, I'm free to stay.
If you're going to leave, then...
If I'm free to leave, I'm free to stay.
We're not going to go back there.
Why are you standing in front of me? You just said I was free to leave.
There because I got to figure out what's going on back there. But if you're going to walk down the road, I don't care.
If I'm free to leave, I'm free to stay.
If you're going to walk away, then go ahead. But if you're not going to walk away, if you're going to stay here, then I need to figure out what they want to do if they want to trespass.
This is public property.
The man requested a supervisor, believing the officer did not fully understand the law. While the officer continued to push for identification, the cameraman made it clear he would only provide ID if he was being lawfully arrested, not simply because an officer demanded it without cause.
You can ask me to leave, but you can't trust me from public property. Did you take an oath to the Constitution?
Okay. All right.
But you can go stand there all you want, video.
Hey, what's your name and badge number?
All right.
What's your name and badge number?
We don't have badge.
That's all I know. That's all I need to know, sir. That's all I want.
They won't identify. They come up here like a tyrant. The walk of shame. The walk of shame. That's what you're doing right now. A tyrant walk of shame.
Have a good day, sir.
Don't ever come up on me like that again, or I will sue you.
In the end, the officer walked away in silence with no ID, no charges, and no authority left to stand on. What started as intimidation turned into a clear lesson. Knowing your rights is your strongest defense, because when there is no crime, there is no control, and accountability always wins in the presence of truth.